Okay, students. So now let us move for the next definition, that is equal vectors. Clear? So see here, if you have two vectors, vector A and vector B. You have two vectors, vector A and vector B. If you want to call these two vectors are equal, that is, if you want to say vector A is equal to vector B, then what are all are the condition? Clear? So that we are going to study in your equal vectors definition. Clear? So that is two vectors, vector A and vector B. Two vectors, vector A and vector B are said to be equal, if they have same direction and magnitude. If they have same direction and magnitude, regardless of, see this, regardless of initial point, that means two vectors A and B are said to be equal if and only if their magnitude and their direction is same. Are you getting my point? If A and B are the two vectors, if you want to say they are equal, see here, if this is vector A and if this is vector B, if you want to say vector A and vector B both are equal, they must satisfy two conditions. Both may be in the same direction and both must have the equal length. Or any other units. Clear? The units of magnitude of those two vectors has to be equal and they has to be in the same direction. Then we say that these two vectors are going to be equal. Clear? So that's why you please remember that two vectors, vector A and vector B, are said to be equal if and only if they have same direction and magnitude, regardless of initial point. Means initial point is not considered. Clear? It can have any initial point. Clear? So that's why we say that if the vectors are equal, then their magnitude and the direction are going to be same. Clear? Or you can also write it as two vectors, vector A and vector B, having the same magnitude and direction are said to be equal vectors. See, the same definition also can be written as, or two vectors, vector A and vector B, having same magnitude and direction, regardless of initial point, are called equal vectors. Clear? So this is how you are going to know about the equal vectors, that is vector A and vector B, and we write them as vector A is equal to vector B. The meaning of vector A is equal to vector B is they are having the same direction and the same magnitude regardless of their initial point. Clear? Let us move for the next definition. Okay, students, let us see the next definition, that is negative of a vector. Clear? Negative of a vector means one of the vector will be given to you. For example, let us take vector AB is given. Vector AB is given. And now we want to know the negative of this vector AB. Now we want to know the negative of vector AB. Then what is the negative of vector AB? Listen here. Clear? The magnitude of given vector, or we can also say it as the vector having equal magnitude to the given vector, say vector AB, but in the opposite direction, is called negative of vector, Clear? That means AB vector will be given to you. So if you want to find the negative of vector AB, the negative of vector AB will be in such type that it will have the same magnitude of vector AB. But in the opposite direction. That means if this is your vector AB, this will be the negative of vector AB, that is from B to A. Clear? That means vector BA will be equal to negative of vector AB. Vector BA will be equal to negative of vector AB because the magnitude of both the vectors are same. That means the length of both the vectors are same, but vector BA is in opposite direction of vector AB. See, it is from A to B, it is from B to A. Are you getting my point? So BA vector is opposite direction of vector AB. That's why we say that BA vector is the negative of vector AB. Vector BA is the negative of vector AB. A simple concept. There will be a vector which is given to you. If you want to find the negative of that, the negative of that will be with the same magnitude but in the opposite direction. Same magnitude but in the opposite direction. That's why we call it as the vector having equal magnitude to the given vector. Vector having equal magnitude to the given vector, say that is vector AB, but in the opposite direction. Is called negative of a vector. Clear? So be very perfect while writing the definitions in your exam, because they can cut the marks for skipping any of these words. Clear? So you have to write each and every word clearly. Negative of a vector means the vector having equal magnitude to the given vector, say vector AB, but in the opposite direction of vector AB is called a negative of vector. That is, vector BA is equal to minus of vector AB. Are you clear, students? Okay, students. So now let us go for one of the example for the representation of vector. Clear? So in the example 1, what they are asking, represent a displacement of 40 kilometers. Represent the displacement of 40 kilometers 30 degree west of south. 30 degree west of south. Okay, first let us draw this. That is north. N means north, S means south, W means west, E means east. Clear? So now what they are asking? They are asking to represent displacement of 40 kilometers, 30 degree west of south. See, this is south. West of south means in this direction. Are you getting my point? See, west of south means what? This is south, this is west. West of south means, so this side will be the west, this is the south. West of south means your direction will be towards west of the south. Clear? And how much? 30 degrees. 30 degrees, and they are asking 40 kilometers. So this will be the 40 kilometer mark. Clear? This will be the 40 kilometer mark in west of south with 30 degree. Clear? That means they are asking west side of the south. West side of the south means this is the south. West side means towards west side. This is 40 kilometers. Clear? So 40 kilometers displacement towards west of the south with 30 degree. Clear? This is how you have to represent. But here you have to concentrate on west of south. Are you getting my point? West of south means you have to start from the south towards west of how much? Of 30 degree. Clear? So this will be 40 kilometers displacement towards west of south at 30 degree. Okay, no problem. Let us go for the next one. Okay students, let us go through the second example. That is, classify the following measures as scalars and vectors. So these terms has to be classified between scalar and vector. Okay, as you all know, scalar has only magnitude, vector has both magnitude and direction. Okay, so 5 seconds means this is time. First one is time. As you all know, it is scalar. Time is scalar. Same way, temperature is also scalar. No problem. So time is scalar. Clear? Because here magnitude is present. 5 magnitude is present, but the direction is not present in the time. Okay. 1000 centimeter cube. So 1000 centimeter cube means this is also volume. Volume is again a magnitude, but no direction. In the quantity of volume, here the physical quantity is volume. 1000 centimeter cube means physical quantity, that is volume. So in the volume, what happens? In the volume, there will be no direction. So that's why volume is scalar. Clear? Next, see the third one. 10 Newton. 10 newtons means this is force. For example, as I explained in the previous classes, of passing a football from one player to another player, he has to apply the force for the ball from A direction to B direction. Clear? So that's why what happens here, 10 newtons means this is the force applied on that ball. You can see force applied on that ball from one person to another person's direction. So that's why, see, you can tell it as force has both magnitude and direction. Here 10 is magnitude, from person A to person B is the direction of passing the ball. It is just an example. I am taking that 10 newtons of force applied on the ball so that the ball passed from person A to person B. in the direction of A to B. So that's why force means it has both magnitude and direction. That's why it is vector. Clear? Force is vector. Next, 30 kilometers per hour. See, whenever you are riding a vehicle or whenever you are driving a car, in speedometer 30 kilometers per hour, 40 kilometers per hour, 60 kilometers per hour, the speedometer will be reading. That means it's a quantity that with speed what it is going, but there the direction is not mentioned. There the direction is not mentioned. In any direction it can go. So that's why the direction is not mentioned for the speed. So that's why speed is again a scalar. Speed is again scalar. Next, 10 grams per centimeter cube. This is density. Please understand, this is density. So density will not have any direction. So that's why again it is a scalar. Density is again scalar. 20 meter per second towards north. Here the direction is also given. Quantity, that is magnitude, is also given. So direction and magnitude both are present, means definitely this is vector. Anyways, if they are mentioning of this type, this will be what? Velocity. Velocity is vector. Velocity is vector. You can see here towards north, the direction is given, magnitude is given. 20 meter per second towards north means it is velocity, that is vector. Here again you can see 30 kilometers per hour towards south. If they mention towards south in the fourth example, again the speed will convert to velocity. Here the direction is not present, that's why it is speed. If you write some direction towards north, towards south, towards west, towards east, like that, if you write anything here, this will also become vector because speed converts to velocity if you mention the direction. So please remember, speed is scalar, velocity is vector. Speed is scalar, velocity is vector. On the same way, displacement and acceleration are also vector. Displacement and acceleration are also vector. Distance, speed, these are scalars. Please remember these things. Clear? Distance and the speed are scalar. Displacement, acceleration, velocity, these terms are vector. Clear? So here this is vector because this is velocity. Density is scalar. Speed is scalar. 10 Newton force, vector. 100 centimeter cube volume, scalar. 5 seconds time, scalar. Clear? Okay. Okay students. So now let us start our first exercise, that is 10.1. Clear? So exercise 10.1. In that the first example is represent graphically a displacement of 40 kilometers 30 degree east of north. 30 degree east of north. Like this already I have solved one example. So you go through that and try to simplify before I solve it. You pause the video, try to simplify it. Clear? Because already I have solved this type of one of the problem. So by referring that you can simplify this, no problem. I also solve this so that it will be more clear to you. Okay. So here represent graphically 40 kilometers 30 degree east of north. First I will take north, south, west, and this is east. Clear? In which direction they are asking? East of north. So towards east of north. So this will be the direction with how much? With 30 degree, and the displacement will be 40 kilometers. Displacement will be 40 kilometers. Clear? So 30 degree east of north 40 kilometers will be your graphical representation of this particular 40 kilometers 30 degree east of north. Clear? So by pausing the video you can take the notes, no problem. Okay students, so now let us go through the next problem, that is classify the following as scalar and vector quantities. Scalar and vector quantities. Clear? Okay, first one, see here, 10 kg, only magnitude is present in 10 kg, there is no any direction, so that's why the first one is scalar. The first one is scalar. Clear? And now let us go for the second one, 2 meters northeast. So direction is also present, magnitude is also present, so it is vector. Next, third one, 40 degrees, that means angle. So here this is scalar. 40 watt power, that is also scalar. 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb electric charge, that is also scalar. And last one, 20 meter per second square. 20 meter per second square, here the direction is. Now let us see the sixth one, that is 20 meter per second square means this is acceleration. So as you all know, acceleration is vector. Acceleration is vector. Clear? So first one, mass, that is scalar. Second one, 2 meters north, 2 meter northeast, displacement, vector. 40 degrees angle, scalar. 40 watt power, scalar. 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb electric charge, that is scalar. 20 meter per second square, it is acceleration, so that is vector. Clear? So this is how you are going to classify your scalars and vectors. Okay.